Everybody, we are here for Financial Fitness Friday. This is my favorite one. I love Mindset Monday, and I have a awesome topic for Mindset Monday. But for Financial Fitness Friday, this is what we do. This is what we love. Dave, what's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy? How are you, man?
Good, good. So, what I want to talk about right now is the chaos that's going on. Consumer debt is at all-time highs. Defaults are happening. Starting to see bankruptcies and foreclosures, and that's obviously not a good thing, right? These are things that you don't wish on anybody, and it all has to do with shutting down our economy for a year and a half and printing a bunch of money and inflation. I don't know where that ends, right? However, what I do want you guys to realize is everyone is going through this. Everybody is having a tough time, and it's these tough times that create these amazing opportunities. Okay. And I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples. And because there is light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train. All right. It's about doing everything you can do, being as proactive as you can be, and putting yourself in the best situation. Really, the only way that you're going to get jammed up is if you stop. Okay. If you stop producing, if you stop earning, if you stop savings, like we always talk about dividing your income into uh, fixed costs, variable costs, savings, investing, and then a little bit for discretionary. We always talk about business and personal operating the same way. But when these things happen, as the market continues to go down, you have incredible buying opportunities. And here's why. So, from a personal standpoint, 2008 crushed a lot of people. All right. A lot of people lost a lot. And that's not what you want to happen. However, it's a fact of life and these things do happen. All right. So the best thing you guys can do now is keep going, keep stacking cash, keep stacking assets, and being in a very liquid and flexible position as this comes down. If you look back to 2008, I was just getting out of college, just getting into this, lending, business lending. And as that was happening, all the prices of everything were going, basically to the floor. Companies were going under. However, on the rebound, on the upside, people were able to pick up a lot of real estate, myself included. People were able to start companies, and it created amazing opportunities, right? I picked up properties early in like 2011, 2000, probably 2012, 14, 13, 14, and I was able to get cash flow from them and sell them probably 6, 7 years later for double, if not triple. Okay, the same thing is going to be happening now. All right, we're going to see the only variable, the only thing I'm really concerned about is our money. Okay, to be fair, the only real concern I have is the value of our dollar and what's going to happen to that moving forward, and obviously the global tensions around the world. It will create, no matter how crazy it gets, it is going to create a lot of opportunity because there's going to be companies that don't make it, and then there's going to be new companies that start and consume some of that market share. All right, from a personal standpoint, there's going to be a lot of assets that go on sale. Doesn't matter if you like multifamily, if you like single family, if you're into cars. It doesn't matter what you're into, but I do think that we're going to see that type of situation again, and we're starting to see a lot of strain on the consumer side, and I've been seeing the strain on the business side, right? And I probably see 500 to 1,000 different businesses each and every month, and I've been seeing those same businesses for the last 15 years. So I have a very, very good pulse on what is going on. And I'm sure Dave has a very similar pulse on credit. So the takeaway that everyone should have here is that you're only going to lose when you quit. You need to keep going. You need to put yourself in the best position. And you need to understand that as challenging as it is now, as tough as it is now, if you just keep stacking little wins, putting one foot in front of the other. On the other side of this, there's going to be a lot of opportunity, both personally and in business, for you to grow and for you to build something that, maybe would have taken you in the past 10 years. Maybe you could do it now in 5. Okay. Maybe you could do it in 3. All right. And for the businesses that stay through this, stay steady and make the right decisions, on the other side of that is going to be a massive reward, because some of your competitors probably aren't going to make it through this. Okay. That's why you have to really dial in everything. We started talking about this 12 months ago, and it's happening. So now if you are not dialed in, now's the time to get dialed in. The time to get dialed in actually was before this started happening. But now that you are aware of it, get it dialed in. And as tough as it is, as challenging as it is, make sure that you are just moving forward consistently. Dave, what do you got on this?
Yeah, 100%, man. You're talking about the finance side of it, but I think in this scenario, you got to talk about the mentality combined with this too, man. I mean, one thing I will say, energy, emotion, or object emotion stays in motion, right? So don't stop, man. If you're in a disposition to go now. Credit, yeah, it's great that you brought that up. There are people that still have even high net worths that are struggling. I met a guy the other day, at a local event here, and he pulled me aside and he said, "Hey, I have cash flow." And he didn't have cash flow for like the last year or two, right? This guy's worth $4.5 million. And he's like, "Hey, I had to rack up some credit cards. You're still in good standing, but I'm in the hole, man, and I got to figure out a way to get out." So, credit's an investment. If there's opportunities out there, if you don't have the cash, get your credit in shape now. Because I'll tell you one thing, and this isn't a flex, we're getting busier, and there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? And there's also strength in numbers. So don't think that, Jonathan and I, and there's a select few people, like we're the only ones. There's a lot more of us than you think, right? So that are looking for other opportunities, that can seize opportunities. Start putting yourself out there and meet people, right? This is the perfect time to start creating relationships. Well, even on a local basis, right? Start in your backyard. You're creating these relationships. There's people that are looking to partner up. They have strengths. Believe it or not, you have strengths, okay? There's always a value to bring to the table. Collectively, play offense, right? Everybody wants to go in defense right now. They want to cut. Well, you can only trim so much, man, to how much lower are you going to go? You got to go up, right? And again, play that game in numbers, right? And you're not by yourself. How many football players are on the field at a time, right? There's 11. Well, there's a reason for 11. They each have an individual job, run the play every single play. And if you run that play perfectly, 100%, you're going to score, right? One little missed block, one little missed assignment, a penalty, right? It screws every down up, right? So there's a strength in numbers, man. So I think on that mindset, start looking at getting your credit right, start getting your money right. If you can save money, if you can't, start meeting people. Okay. Start bringing your own skill sets, whatever you have, to the table and commingle like that. Trust me, these conversations that I've had over the last 2 weeks, man, I got back into the groove of a lot of local stuff here, and people are hungry and they're looking for opportunities, man. And I'm telling you, if you don't think you can put a stake in this game, you're dead wrong, man, because there are hungry people out there.
Yeah, and I'll tell you this. I don't care if you have a net worth of $50 million, $5 million, $500,000, or $5. Okay. One of the things that Dave touched on is skills. If you have the skills and you develop the skills in this time, even if you are rock bottom, by you developing those skills, you have more value in the marketplace. Okay. Which means you can earn more, which means if you can earn more, you can save more. If you can save more, you can invest more. All right. I made a lot of mistakes over the past 18 months investing in things that I had no business investing in. Okay. A gym franchise that was trash and shit. Okay. And you know what? I dug out of a $500,000 hole. All right. I dug out of a $500,000 hole, and I did it in about 12 months. If I can do it, you can do it. All right. And everybody's going to be in that same position. Everybody has some hole that they need to fill, some hole that they need to get out of, whether it's your business, your personal life, an investment. These are things that you can do to propel yourself forward. Like, the game isn't over. The game's always going. It's just a matter of, how hard are you willing to play? And yeah, you're going to take a couple losses, but you know what? You'll also get a couple wins. And the only way you don't stack those wins is if you stop playing. All right. And I can tell you the opportunity that is going to come up in the next 12 to 18 months is going to be substantial. And you can always make good to great money when everything's going right. All right. If you look at 2015 to 2019, man, it was easy street. Like, anyone could make money in that time period. Now, a lot of people blew it. They weren't financially disciplined. All right. If that was you, if you were one of them, it's water under the bridge. Learn the lesson, and now be structured, be disciplined. Okay. But the generational wealth, okay, the iconic companies, everything is born in these times. All right. Because so many people stop. So many people let their foot off the gas. All right. These are the times to dig down and really put your stake in the ground. All right. I hope this helped you guys. Do us a favor. If you got anything out of this, I know you did, share it, like, comment, tag somebody that needs this. I appreciate you guys, and we will catch you on Mindset Monday.
Be great, y'all.